Hey guys, this is Stu Johns with Ranking Ace. I wanted to do this video because this is the beams and girders, so to speak, of your business when you build it. So whatever business or service or product that you're currently selling, if you don't have this going for you, you're going to run into a lot of roadblocks, and you're going to have some problems that could easily be avoided if you just do this one step, which can take you quite far if you spend enough time coming up with the answers to the questions that I'm going to put on the page here. And basically the subject is the USP, or the unique selling proposition. I'm sure that there's some folks out there that remember Domino's Pizza. Their unique selling proposition, and I know this has been overused, it's really cliche, but fresh hot pizza in 30 minutes or less, or your money back. Okay, that took that company from 0 to 1,000 miles per hour in about a year and a half. They were a multi-million-dollar company. So this is how important this stuff is. And since we're so busy, and we got texts coming in and emails and phone calls, and we're constantly on our phones, there's apps running everywhere. It's hard to focus and really come up with something that's going to be like a seed that turns into this huge flower that gives you all the money that you could ever want. So what we're going to do is talk about this a little bit. We're going to talk about the benefits. First, this is a step-by-step process. If you're bored really easily, maybe now's the time for you to click away. But for those who really want to learn something about how to put something together that makes a lot of sense to you and your customers as far as profitability for your company and a revenue increase of at least 100% in the next 90 days, please stay tuned. So let's start with benefits. So the problem you solve. Now, I use my own company as an example in this presentation. So I run a search engine optimization company called rankingace.com, and I also help people convert the traffic. So some SEO companies might help you, get the traffic you deserve, get your targeted traffic, all that good stuff. But, who are you consulting with to set up your website to maximize the return on the traffic that you're getting to your site? Because I'll be quite honest with you. I've done, sites that had 1 million visits a month, okay? And this could have been traffic from anywhere, including like expired domains from, some golf website or something, that had nothing to do with their business. And I'll go to their business and I'll say, how many visits per month are you getting? And they'll say, oh, we're getting 10,000 visits per month. And I'll ask them, well, how many of those 10,000 visits per month are converting into paying customers? And the phone line goes dead very fast, and I can hear crickets off in the distance. And this is because they hadn't set up their website. So our unique selling proposition is that not only do we give you SEO, that is search engine optimization, and get you on the first page of Google, get you more traffic that is targeted traffic off terms that we look at for the commercial value, not just any terms. You don't want tire kickers. You want people that are interested in whatever your product or service is that you're selling. And so we look at the commerciality of the search phrase. So search phrase is just anything that anybody would type into the search engine for Google to be searching for your product or service. So we also have a survey below this video if you'd like to fill that out. We can at least get an idea of what the market's doing and what people are looking for and so on. It'll also give us some insight into you if you are interested in working with us, and we do deliver. The SEO and the conversion together is the reason why it works, because if you have good knowledge of traffic and conversion, which is one of my books, if you go to my LinkedIn profile, you can just type in my name, Stu Johnson, into LinkedIn, go to my profile, and you can just go to the link that has the book and tell me who you are. I'll send you a free copy of my book. I'd be more than happy to give that to you for free. It's SEO and conversion, or traffic and conversion. And traffic, like we talked about, is just one side of the dice. Okay, you have to have the other side, which is conversion. So you have to have your site, set up and ready to accept that traffic in a way that they can identify with. So it's very important to tap into the mindset of the people behind those key phrases that we select for your campaign. So we come from a marketing perspective as well. It's not just about SEO getting you traffic, because like I said, somebody could have 1 million visits a day and no conversions. What's the point in having a site with 1 million visitors who just come kick the tires and leave? I mean, what are you doing? I mean, you have to make money at some point, go into profit. So I'm going to get off my soapbox here. Sorry, I tend to do that. But this is a step-by-step process. Now, if you do this process, I guarantee that you're going to have some serious business come your way in the next 30, 60, even 90 days. Okay, this is very, very important. It's very crucial. I know I sound kind of, like I'm over the top right now, but I want to emphasize the fact that this is really important. So benefits, of course, people want to know about benefits, and most times people just tell customers about features. And features are something that, like the difference between benefits and features is this. Benefits are what it does. Okay? Features are what it is. Okay, now down here in features, your customer might not be able to know the features. Okay, you might tell them, hey, it comes with this wiring harness or whatever the product or service is. So just by telling them what it is, it doesn't give them enough insight into what it can do for them, and that's up to you. So what you do is you take the features, which in this case will be like, a solid built wiring harness, and what it does, and make sure that you never have to replace that PCM chip or ECM chip in your tractor or car or whatever the product or service is you're replacing. This wiring harness, is reinforced. It's not like the old harness that breaks all the time. It makes it so you don't have to keep an aspirin, a bottle of aspirin next to your desk, all day, every day, and lessens your headaches, lessens your frustrations, your aggravations. Tell them what it does, and don't so much tell them what it is. You can tell them what it is, but you have to tell them after what you tell them what it does. You have to tell them what it is. So remember to do that. So let's go down. Let's go down to the problem you solve. And once again, that's the definition between a benefit and a feature, and that's something not a lot of people know. So that's real good information. So benefits are what it does, features are what it is, and benefits are 9 times out of 10 absolutely number one. So make sure you tell them that first. So the problem you solve, we get your business more, and this is our own USP. So we get your business more exposure in the natural Google search engine results, which gives your business more credibility and authority in the eyes of the searchers online, which results more leads for your business. We get your free clicks instead of paying high rates for clicks. We better target your market by selecting the right key phrases, and we generate more sales of your product or service as a result because your target is traffic or targeted. And how you're going to do it, we use advanced backlinking techniques combined with content optimization. So it's a combination of what we do off-site and what we do on-site. We backlink your site to social media, Web 2.0, other high authority sites. This helps to increase your site's rank and authority, resulting in your site climbing into the ranks quickly within the first 10 to 20 listings on the Big G. That's more traffic. What experience you offer? We offer after 90 days, your site will begin to receive targeted traffic on the key phrases selected, so you don't have to pay for clicks and waste your time hunting down qualified prospects. Now, this is all a lot of information, but these are all questions that you need to answer for your own business if you're going to come up with a good formulation for your USP. So the next one here, time frame. You'll get full-fledged results in 6 months or 180 days from the start of your campaign. After that, you can keep enjoying the benefits of your ranking indefinitely. So once we get you to the first page, there's a good chance you're going to stick there. And even if you discontinue your campaign, you're still going to get residual results. The next question you have to offer is or else. If you can't deliver, what happens? Make a bold guarantee. Ballsy, gutsy, make it hurt for you if you don't deliver to them. If we don't deliver our promise in 6 months to you, then you can get a full refund. Okay, so that's a big one. and then negative promise. And what you want to do at the end is just combine all this stuff and write it into an elevator pitch, which we're going to do here in a few minutes. So negative promises tell, excuse me, tell them what unwanted things they're not going to have to deal with if they buy from you. So tell them what your product won't cost them. Tell them what bad outcomes or side effects you help them to avoid. Tell them what other products, deliver. What problems other products deliver that yours will not. And, here's just some examples. I just wrote out some stuff. And this is the same thing you should do. Get out Notepad. It doesn't have to be WordPad, nothing extravagant. Just, this is just for your thoughts. Just write them down. Store them in something really easy to store. Word requires Word to be installed on the device you're using and all this other stuff. Notepad comes default on all devices. So use Notepad. So you won't have to do anything. We take care of all the work up here. Getting your site targeted traffic, folks that are specifically interested in your products or service. So this is something you need to work on, and this is something that applied to our business that I just filled out as an example. And of course, at the end, you want to throw in a negative qualifier, and basically what that means is you want to come out and you want to say, I'm not going to make you a millionaire. I mean, that's ridiculous to assume. There's so many variables in that equation, it's crazy. But I can definitely help you increase your sales. Tell it like it is. People want to hear that. Too many times people hear, we're going to do this, we're going to do that, and and they're tired of hearing it. So just say, hey, look, I can't make you $1 million, and I'm sure you understand that, but I can definitely help you increase your sales, and the people that inquire to you from your site, I can do that. Something like that. So that's what we offer. And when you put all these things together, it becomes your most potent elevator pitch. You got 10 seconds when you talk to people. The average attention span now is about 4 seconds, and just 10 years ago it was 7. So I mean, we're zoning out pretty fast. So you've got 10 seconds to deliver whatever message it is that you have. So you better succinctly have it developed so it just hits the mark, with surgical precision. Because if you don't, and you just kind of throw something out there, it's like, I kind of do this for, then that person's gone, as to where, if you're just contacting. Because I'll tell you what, I've developed some elevator pitches when I was in real estate, when I sold medical software, and the benefits to the customer always outweighed any idea that I might have had, that I thought they needed to hear. So I always found out what was most important to the customer, and then gave them what that was, because that's what people want. So you want to give people what they want. You don't want to give people what you think they need. You want to give them what they want. And so coming up with a USP, is very important. And you can use the elevator pitch that you do. You can use it on ads, sales copy. Oops, little misspell there. Phone calls, conversations, brochures, business cards. I mean, on basically everything. You can do that, and this stuff fits right in. I mean, it's you can redo it do it over again. Just keep revamping, and it gets better. Your message should be pretty short. The shorter, the better. So punchy, but still short. In fact, there's something that can enhance the effectiveness of this. If you go to rankingace.com 80/20. You get a cool device. It's basically it's an online calculator that I learned about that allows you to zero in on the segments of your business that are giving you the most return, and stop spending time on the accounts that don't give you back the time you're putting in. So believe it or not, the split's 80 don't produce, and 20 do produce sales, believe it or not. So if you find out who's in the 20, you can crush it. And I've seen this over and over again in every industry, and it's called the Pareto principle. It's really cool. Go to rankingace.com /8020 and get in on that and sign up for it for sure. That's a really cool thing, and I spent some time on the device there. But it's kind of scientific. For those who aren't scientific, it might hurt a little bit, but it's really interesting. And again, this is the unique selling proposition. This is Stu Johnson with rankingace.com. Please go to rankingace.com /8020 and check out the 80-20 rule. But number one, of course, feel free to review this video and make sure all of these are in there. We're going to go over them one more time before I close this out. So number one, tell your customers a problem you solve. You know, whatever it is you do, let them know what that is. Let them know how you're going to do it. Okay, let them know what experience they can expect. Let them know how long it's going to take. If you don't deliver, what happens? Okay, this has got to be, you got to really stick yourself out there to do that, but that's okay, because you know, you put in a really good effort for most people, and they'll remain customers. And the negative promise, you know, tell them, you know, the unwanted things they're not going to have to deal with if they buy from you. Tell them what your product won't cost them. Tell them all the bad outcomes and stuff they can avoid if they do business with you. And that's all the stuff down here. And then negative qualifiers, basically something really negative. Well, not negative, but it's realistic is really what it is. So it's just like, you know, hey, of course, this course is, you know, this course that I'm offering is not going to make you a millionaire overnight, but I can definitely help you to slowly or quickly, depending on your level of effort, increase your sales and site inquiries. And then write out your 10-second elevator. And here, I didn't write it out, but you could see, like, I have a lot to choose from, so I could sort of combine all the benefits, all this stuff, to make a nice, succinct, you know, sentence that gets my point across. You can use the elevator pitch and add sales copy, phone calls, in-person conversations, brochures, business cards. Again, rankingace.com 80-20, and check that out. This is Stu Johnson with Ranking Ace. I hope this helped you develop a USP, and from here, when you develop this elevator pitch, you can start really expanding on it, because not only, you know, is it developed answering all of these crucial questions, but it's in the mindset of the market that you're trying to serve. Again, thanks for watching, and take care.